Next, we have our Just for Fun segment, which as soon as you mentioned it last week, Matt, as a suggestion for a future segment, I couldn't wait to get to this one. In an alternate universe, what job would each coach have? And we've divided these up amongst us. So, Jesse, let's start with you first. And Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin.
This is going to be rich.
Strip club owner.
I knew that's what you were going to say. He owns a nightclub.
No, I said a strip club.
No, a nightclub.
Gentlemen's club.
Fine, call it what you will.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
In Mississippi. Hugh Freeze frequents all the time.
Oh, gosh.
And there it is.
Oh, man. All right, next, Mizzou and Coach Drinky, as Matt would say. I can't
Drinky.
I think Drinky is like a really boring high school civics teacher.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
And his kids sit in the back and they go, Mr. Drinky.
All right, this one might be a little.
As a teacher, I appreciate that.
This one might be a little too soon. So I got South Carolina. I got Shane Beamer. I don't know. We don't really know much about him. If you don't have one for him, you could go with like either Bobo or maybe even Muschamp, whatever.
I could do Muschamp, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beamer. I don't know enough about to give a weird answer, like a gut answer, because I don't prep for these. I
just feel it in the moment
when I read it. So for Muschamp, I think he is one of those guys that buys like vintage wrestling action figures and sells them on eBay out of his mom's basement. Like eBay is like his thing.
I don't even know what to say to that.
What?
You know,
I don't know.
I could see it though.
I mean, why not?
Like he's just downstairs and he's got like a whole like room full of these old action figures and he's like yelling at people, have bidding wars, and his mom's like, well, you need to stop and you need to eat. And he's like, Mom, I'm in the middle of a bid. Like yells.
I mean, now that he's without a job, that might be what he's doing. I don't know.
Probably.
He's like
Here you go.
He's like Will Ferrell in gosh, what is that movie? Is it Wedding Crashers, where he's just like he lives in his mom's basement?
Yeah, Mom, meatloaf. Yeah.
Is that Will Muschamp?
Kind of. And he's like, I do.
At home, it's 5:00. He's still got his slippers and his robe on.
That's Will. Yeah.
Asking his mom to make him meatloaf.
Right, exactly.
Some chicken nuggies.
Some dino nuggies.
Oh, I wanted the chicken nuggies with the cheese in them.
They make those?
That's so gross.
That's a thing?
Yeah, it is a
I
thing.
mean, I don't mind chicken and cheese mixed together, but
no, they make
inside of a chicken nugget. Just
Matt, come on, processed chicken with little chunks of cheese in it. You want
it's not real cheese.
That's too far. That's too far.
None of it's real.
Listen,
even the chicken.
I'm a fat kid. I'm okay with most things, but I draw the line at chicken or cheese inside my chicken nuggets. That's just that sounds like that's straight from the pits
and
of
catch
hell.
it. I don't know what you do with that.
I don't know what you do with that. All right, and then of course we have for Jesse, Alabama, and Nick Saban. What's Coach Saban's alternate universe
this
job?
Is gonna be rich. I'm waiting.
That is so hard to think, honestly. And I think, and I may be getting this, I could be totally wrong, but I think maybe his dad had this job. I think his dad owned a like convenience store / like automotive repair shop, like back in the day in their West Virginia town. And I just see Nick Saban doing that. I see him like owning a small business and just like
critiquing people as they go in and out of his store, like, welcome to the convenience store, get your crap and get out.
No, he's just like, you should really try the oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah.
We're out of Coca-Cola, so stop asking.
Yeah, stop asking. Yep.
You keep on, and I've already told you.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna talk about it. The rat poison on aisle 2.
Your rat poison's on aisle 3. Oh God, you've made Nick Saban a greengrocer. That's where we're at, kids. He's running a mercantile. Wow.
All right,
None of those were prepped, everyone. That just came out of my brain.
I love it.
I loved it. It was great.
Fantastic. All right.
Everything I wanted and more.
All right, Matt. So Arkansas and Sam Pittman. What do you got?
Sam Pittman, boyo, is going to be a competitive barbecue pit boss.
Yes.
His entire gig is running around from competition to competition, making ribs. And every time he opens up the thing, he goes, "Yes, sir!" And then he closes it. Yeah, he's really good at it. He's a Blue Ribbon Award-winning barbecue.
He had one quick thing on Guys Grocery Games, like he made it to an episode.
Right. Yeah. And by the way, this has nothing to do with the fact that Arkansas's mascot's the Razorbacks. Just so we're clear on that. That has nothing to do with that. I'm not saying this is where it was going.
Yeah. All right. Auburn and Gus Malzahn.
Gus Malzahn is the CEO of a failing paper company. A la David Wallace. Because if you look at a picture of Gus Malzahn next to a picture of David Wallace, they're the same bloody person.
I love it.
Yep.
I love
Google it. You go stop the thing. Go Google it right now.
Hold on.
I'm right.
So does this mean that after he gets fired from Auburn, he's gonna start a company that's called Suck It?
Yes.
Yes.
That's exactly what it means.
And then you suck it, or however that jingle went.
And he plays the drums with his kid. Yeah, exactly.
I love that. Yes, that has to happen. All right, Florida and Dan Mullen.
Dan Mullen's running a prison.
What?
He's a prison lord. I mean, he already runs the University of Florida, and that's practically a prison. Yeah, I said it. So what?
Okay,
I did it. I said it. I went there. I told you I was going to go there today. I went there.
That would also be a really scary prison. I'm imagining like The Longest Yard.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm also
that's kind of what I was envisioning in my head.
Imagining him walking the halls of the prison in like a Darth Vader costume or something like that.
Hitting
what he makes
the bars
the guards
of the Billy Club.
Yeah, that's right.
He's the Emperor. Excellent. Good.
All right, Mississippi State and
Your journey to the dark side is complete.
Yeah, well, it should be.
I need more touchdowns.
I feel like I'm missing something because I've never
been working on this.
Wait, whoa, time out.
Anyway,
time out. Wait. What, Jesse?
No, I've never seen Star Wars.
Wes, come on.
What are you looking at me for? I mean, she watches whatever
you're related to her, and you're like the biggest Star Wars nerd I know.
I feel like you've seen some, haven't you? Maybe not the whole thing. You haven't seen any?
No.
Like any?
No.
Wow. I will. So she has seen some of the Hobbit movies and Lord of the Rings.
I've seen all of Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit.
So there you go. So she's got that.
Did you like those?
Yeah.
Did you like Star Wars? Let's continue, Wes. I can't handle. I'm blocking you, Jesse. I'm covering your face in the monitor right now because I can't handle you.
And shun.
Shun.
Mississippi State, Mike Leach.
Unacceptable.
Matt, what do you got?
Mike Leach is that history professor that nobody wants.
Okay.
Not because he's not a good teacher, but he has a really bad habit of following rabbit trails during his lectures, and he loses everybody. And he's also very critical on his exams and when he grades
but still tests people on the actual material that he doesn't cover in class due to his rants.
Yes.
Doesn't have a great Rate My Professor.
No, his Rate My Prof is awful. It's like a 2 out of 10. And every complaint is him saying that he spent 45 minutes of each lecture talking about Blackbeard.
Yeah.
When I signed up for an Intro to Civs class. Like we're supposed to be learning about Roman history, and you're talking about the Queen Anne. Like we're all over the place. Rob, where are we at?
Yeah. All right. I like that one. Next we have, of course, Tennessee and Coach Pruitt, Jeremy Pruitt. What do you got?
I think Coach Pruitt, if in another life, if he wasn't coaching football, would be doing landscaping or construction.
Yes.
Landscaping or construction. Maybe get some experience at putting out dumpster fires. That would be good.
You don't think he'd be a gourmet chef?
No.
Speaking of chicken nuggets.
What's that?
Speaking of chicken nuggets with cheese in the middle.
He eats both.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
100%.
What if we made chicken nuggets with asparagus in the middle?
Ooh. They're healthy.
Yeah, they're vegan.
Yes.
They're chicken nuggets made of ground up asparagus. What are we even doing, Wes?
I don't know.
Get your
Okay,
segment
moving on.
All right.
Wes,
All right. So
what do you have for A&M?
Texas A&M and Jimbo
You're so
Fisher.
pissed.
The choice is clear. He is a used car salesman.
Yes, he is.
Anytime that guy opens his mouth, he's got that used car salesman vibe about him. So,
He does.
and
Ew.
or he could be a failed therapist because Jameis Winston and all that. So I have the feeling he tries to say nice things to get people motivated, and it just doesn't work. He gives the wrong advice. I could see that happening.
He's
as well.
the worst therapist ever. So you're telling me that you just don't like yourself? Well, maybe you should kill yourself and be done with it. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean that.
Sorry, no.
Hey, good job, Jimbo.
Yeah. All right. So next I have wow, I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I had Vanderbilt for Derek Mason. Currently,
It's okay. I did Will Muschamp.
Currently, they don't have a
anymore.
coach. I guess I could do whoever their interim coach is, whatever. Anyway, Derek Mason, I think that choice is also clear. Weightlifting instructor or fitness expert. I mean, that's if he already has his next gig. I mean, if coaching doesn't work out, he's just there, and people would pay him for it too.
Fitness influencer.
Absolutely,
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kentucky, Mark Stoops, also obvious bourbon taste tester. Hello, I mean that's what he was doing after that big win there. And they're in Kentucky, so convenient. All right, and LSU at Orgeron, Swamp People, because that makes sense.
That's a job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's out there. I don't know.
Shoot him, Chumley. Shoot him.
It's on again over there.
I mean, you need subtitles for him anyway.
Oh man,
And
Farmer Fran.
I would love it. And Coach O with subtitles on the Bayou. So.
It'd be helpful. It'd be so helpful.
I just have a mental picture of Coach O in a pair of jean coveralls but no shirt. Just a pair of overalls with no shirt on, chomping on a big cigar, just talking, and no one understands him.
I see him on a fan boat with a ham sandwich,
Yes.
his dog next to him, and like a pile of gators at his feet.
And an American flag bandana on his head, and fried chicken on a stick in the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
So
With cheese in the middle of it.
with cheese in the middle of it, and saying, "Oh, used to be a coach at LSU,
You're enunciating too much.
Oh, yeah, LSU.
Yeah, there you go. That was it. That was it
Go
right there.
Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Yeah, go Tigers.
They suck. All right. So next I have Georgia and Kirby Smart. I don't know, man. I had a difficult time with this one because I can't imagine what else he would do. I just went with like drill instructor or motivational speaker because if you've seen him on the sidelines, he gets pretty animated and jumping up and down and yelling. So I think that he could just kind of slide into either one of those roles pretty well.
I see him doing like heating and air.
Yeah. It's the bowl cut, isn't it?
Yes. And the visor. I see heating and air, or because he likes to yell so much, I could see him on the stock exchange.
Yeah.
You know what? He could do that. I could see that.
Yeah. And he's very like ding 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 all the time.
Everywhere. And he'd have
I'm sorry, Jesse. Can we get that one more time?
Ding 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 ding.
if he was on the stock exchange, he'd need a get back coach up there too.
Oh, they have an intern for that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right. So that was a blast. I really enjoyed that. Just for fun, we're gonna have to maybe do some kind of variant of that in the future as well.